Welcome to another episode of Seed, where we look upon the stories, and upon these stories, look upon the lessons that come with these particular stories. These seeds that you're speaking about, they're not seeds that possibly we have that we go and plant. They're not seeds of any other kind, but they're seeds of every day of a child as they grow. And so I would like to invite a friend. Let's be able to share. Let's be able to listen, and let's be able to walk with you in this journey as we look upon the story of the boy Ricky, as he tells us and just narrates to us about his life. And so I pray that this will be a blessing to you even as you go through this particular episode. And so Ricky ends up being, his innocence taken away but by people whom he trusts so much. And he tried speaking to it with other people. He tried speaking to it with his grandma. He tried speaking to it with his uncle. He tried speaking to it with his friends. But what happens when everyone with whom you try to speak to, or you try to express yourself to or upon, ends up rejecting you? And sometimes not only in a way and telling you, get out of here, what the young guys will say, get out of here. But no, it's a point of just, telling you, it's okay, it's all right, you don't need to go through the details. They will say, quote unquote, oh no, they were innocent of it, you don't have to, it's just they'll give excuses of possibly of what is really happening. And remember, there was a seed of death, and this young boy, everyone went and talked to everyone else but the child. There was a seed of just a point of separation. There was a seed of the point of being molested and everything happening like that, where even your innocence is taken away and you are suffering in silence. And everybody would comfort everyone else except the boy Ricky. And so he continues narrating to the story. And when he spoke about it, it reached a point where they even brought about religious people to come and pray against. Remember this, I am not against anyone praying against such kind of incidences. But is that really the solution? Is that really the place where you'd want your child to be? Is that really the place where you'd want, to find confidence in more? Or rather, is it not a dialogue and speaking to? But what really happens when you have spoken to someone and they end up giving you all the excuses and even creating some and telling you things that possibly you are not supposed to hear, and others just dismissing you off, talk up and that's it. And so, my fellow friends, if that has happened to you, I pray that this will be a sign of comfort to tell you, you are not alone. You are not, don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer in the point of, it's life, it was their season, it's every day, it's just a normal day. Don't always look at them and say it is all right. But I challenge you for a point of healing, just like what the boy Ricky did, but it was already too late for him later on in the day. Because he did it later on, years after having so many years just getting lost. I pray that you will talk to that child. I pray that you'll be able to find that a counselor who will be able to talk to a child and be able to become a best friend of that particular child and save him the many, or even her, the many years of suffering in silence after being rejected just because of trying to express themselves. And so he did that, and one place that he could only find solace in is when he went back to sleep in church. If you don't realize it, you can just go to the other episodes where he got to sleep in church, and that is where he used to what used to happen. and go back to church and be able to cry upon God, because I mean, he is the only person who's able to take him through a different level. And so that is what used to happen. It reached a point where people thought that he became mute and he didn't like speaking or even joking, or rather even doing anything else. It would be quote unquote boring, just because of, I mean, he didn't want to speak lest being dismissed or being rejected or being just, counted as an outcast. And so you are not alone in this. I would want you to leave a comment. I would want you to be able to just even do the same thing. And I know if you are not religious, it can be a good time to start and try him. Try him. Let's talk on this particular page. Let's talk upon, and I'll be able to just call him up and be able to talk to you about him and really see what really happened. Because once he was able to realize what he was going through and talk to God about it, and later on God directed him to people who he can be able to express himself to. And later on he was able to go to Bible school, and where he was able to find people who are faithful to help him through the process of healing. Then his life became better. That does not have to be your story. Save yourself 2, 3, 5, 10 years. Save your child that time. Save your niece, your cousin, or your uncle that particular time. And make sure that this is what, this is the best thing for that particular person. And so please do like, subscribe, and be able to just share this so that you can be able to spread the love and the healing that this world and every child needs to hear. Thank you very much.